I have started to notice in many many people that have struggled through life, that have trauma in their past, what I've realized is one of the things that keeps them stuck in their cycle of despair, honestly, is this belief that the trauma has the final word, that they are they are struggling and suffering because what people have done to them in the past, and there is truth to that. I don't want to discount anybody's story, but the reality is that if you can work through the trauma of your past, then that actually becomes an opportunity for strength for you, an opportunity for your story to be shared with others, to help those that are facing what you walked through, perhaps. And man, it doesn't have to have the final word. There's an idea of that we are to draw from the past, drive in the present, and dream of the future. And just like I'm in my car right now, if the size of the rearview mirror was the same as my front windshield, I would be in trouble. It'd be hard for me to see what was ahead of me. But most of my attention, most of the way the car is designed, is for me to pay attention to what's in the immediate present. I'm able to see what's behind me in the rear view, and I'm able to see what's coming ahead in the GPS. And I just want to point out, like, that's the way we want to live life. We want to live our lives in such a way that we realize that we actually are probably more byproducts of our choices than our childhood. There's got to come a time where we start to realize that there are people that have faced the same difficulties in their childhood, but they made different choices of how to handle it. And they took healthier avenues of escape. And I tell you the importance of surrounding yourself that will encourage you to live life. I know that I've been in many psych wards, I've been in many counseling sessions, group counseling sessions, where people listen to one side of the story, and then they're like, oh, you are so hurt, and they heap upon that person, they did wrong to you, and they point the blame at the other people. They don't even hear the other person's story to it. And in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, how do they know? Like, I would share my story and people would be like, leave your wife, divorce her. And I'm thinking, what? My wife has been amazing through this whole thing. But it's just because the natural tendency within group therapy at times can be self-care rather than social circles, the importance of them, the importance of the people in your life that will encourage you towards victory. And so, can I just say, man, guard against a victim mentality that finds you trying to find the problems in your past. What you're trying to find is the solution for today. You're trying to find the direction for tomorrow. You're not trying to, if you're living in a sense where you want to retaliate and you want to get back at the people that hurt you, well, they're just going to continue to hurt you. It's going to continue to weigh upon you. But if there comes a time when you realize, man, I got to move forward, then you realize is that your choices is what will champion your change. That the choices that you make will ultimately champion change in your life. And again, I do believe this, that we look more like our habits than we do our parents when we get older. It's just the reality. Yes, we learned a lot of our habits from our parents, but at some point we've got to take responsibility for our own lives, and we've got to say, you know what? No more wallowing in the dirt. No more being consumed by all this pain and hurt. I'm going to walk forward, and I'm going to trust that there's better things ahead for me, even with mental illness, even with job loss, whatever you're facing. You've got to be able to say, you know what? Who knows what tomorrow holds? But we know that we're going to continue. We're going to take one step at a time. And so, man, I just want to encourage you, drive in the present. Don't drive in the past. Don't be consumed with all the past hurt in your life. Look around, get your eyes on the people around you. And if you feel like there's nobody around you, seek out that type of help. Search out the help from whatever avenues you need, whether it's a church or whether it's NAMI or whether it's with a sporting circle, whether it's, I don't know what it is, but you gotta be in social settings. We were wired to be, we are created for communities, the way one person said it. And you're going to find the greatest fulfillment when you are tackling life together with other people, through friendships, through family. And when you feel like you've been isolated and secluded, more than likely you've done that more so to yourself. I know I have. There's times where I feel like, woe is me. But man, at some point I got to realize, wow is all that is around me. Like, instead of the woe is me and the hurt from my past. And listen, I got a story like you do. A father died, stepfather abusive. There's a lot in my past that man, I could just linger on, and at times I far too often do. But man, I'm tired of that type of living. And as I go to visit somebody that, man, is wrestling with some pretty severe things and they're younger, I'm like, man, that's going to be my words of advice to them. My encouragement to them will be, man, you can overcome this. You can. But you've got to start looking in the mirror and seeing something more than just a victim. You've got to see a vision for what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe not even with the hurt. Maybe it has nothing to do with the pain. The pain has just distracted you from some other amazing gift that you have that you haven't tapped into. But maybe the thorn, the pain, the hurt, maybe that's going to be a part of the avenue you travel. I don't know, but I do know this. Your choices can bring change. And so that's my prayer for you that are listening, that see this video, is that you will be encouraged. Make the right choices today. Take the right chances today, and awaken the right change today. Choices, chances, and change. You be blessed.